All right. Welcome, everyone. You're watching the Sunday Night GunTube, otherwise known as the Quarker, because let's quark Midnight Range TM. If you'd like a link to jump in, just let me know. But I'm just sitting back here. I'm getting tired of watching the closer. I mean, I'm tired of talking about that douchebag that walked into that store. But, welcome to the Quarker. We're just going to sit here and just see if anybody jumps in. If nobody jumps in, it's okay. If you want to jump in, just email me. I'll send you a link. But, yeah. We are using GunTube. So, I mean, if you got anybody out there, great. If you don't, that's fine. I don't care. So, but again, it's working. So, what's going on, Recoil? If you had a computer, I would give you a link, but you don't have a computer right now, so yeah. But I've sent other people a link. If they want to jump in, they can. If they don't, that's okay. I don't mind. I'm just sitting here kicking back. I mean, I could send you an email. I don't know why you're still up, Armament Nexus. Go back to bed. It's past your bedtime. You should be taking a nap by now. No. I sent you the instructions, Recoil. I don't know if you read the email and did what it said or if you didn't. That is all on you. If you read the email, then, and you follow the instructions, then you shouldn't have a problem. It's Zippy 98. What's going on, Zippy? Yeah, likely story, Recall. What's up, Night Strike? Oh, I'm just quarking Midnight Range TM because why not? It's a Sunday night. He has the closer. I've got the quarker. Well, Armament Nexus, that could be changed. If you want a link, you can have a link, but again, you got to use GunTube. So, just saying. Let's see. Air. Don't say I never gave you anything. Yes, I just sent you a GunTube email. So, go check your email. Hey, Gun Lover Grandpa, how's it going, buddy? How you doing? We're just quarking Midnight Range TM because it's funny. Yeah, I sent a link to Kingpin. Sent a link to Obnoxious One, but apparently he joined that Range TM. Gary's already hung up his feathers, so can't get Gary in here.
It's so freaky. Turn that off.
Well, you can turn your camera on, but I'm not sure that would help either.
No, I did. I'm not gonna. But dude, when it popped in, it goes whoop, and I'm like, honestly, I've given you some money in the past couple days for this, and I'm impressed. I'm impressed that you're able to do this live, and you can put it on YouTube. That dude, I'm gonna have to give you some more money for this because I like what you're doing.
And it's not that I'm trying to pull one over people. I'm not. I really just need money to set up the servers for this stuff because, remember, as I said, you need one server where people can just all have the conversations on. And then you have to have another server to transmit from, that server to YouTube. It's basically, it's handshaking with the chat server, and then it's handshaking with YouTube and sending that chat over there.
Yeah, we know how certain handshakes go. People don't honor them as much as they used to.
No, they don't. And
anyway, I'm looking at this, and I'm dude, this is all new to me. I don't know how it works, but I don't know how to
be. Gizzard has retired to the coop for the evening.
I don't know how we put our logos up or anything like that, but I think it's just awesome that we're live streaming here and on YouTube, and you're doing that simultaneously. That's a good thing, brother.
Technically, we aren't live streaming on. We are and we aren't live streaming on GunTube. We're using GunTube servers to live stream to YouTube, but we're not live. We are live on GunTube, but we're not live on GunTube. Which what I mean is, we're using the servers from GunTube to go live on the internet.
So we're
not sending the live signal to GunTube.
I'm going to revert back to my brother channel partner, who is the total freaking computer geek. I understand, you know what I mean, but he's the one that knows. Him and you get together and start talking, and be like, and I'm like, I'm going to go over here and take a leak or something.
Well, what I mean is, we're using GunTube's hardware to live stream straight to YouTube, but we aren't live streaming straight to GunTube. We're just using GunTube servers to live stream straight to YouTube. Okay?
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that, and that's kind of cool. Like I said, yeah, I think in the past couple of days I've given you I know 1, 10, and a 5, and I think I'm going to send you some more, brother. Because
hey, the Founders Pack. Well, I still got plenty of Founders Packs. So if you want a certificate stating that you are a founding member of GunTube, it's there.
I don't know. I did something that I donated something, and I got a couple stickers or something. But no, I might do that. I'm all of us in the community, we all know a handful of channels that you know what I'm saying. Rich, Gizzard, yeah, okay. We're all promoting you. And we haven't made any videos lately, but I get in these side chats or I jump in these. I'm promoting you. You know what I mean? It's like, I think you got a good thing going. And I just hope that more people will contribute. I'm going to try and contribute more because I think it's a really good thing. And what you said, you're like, I'm not taking the money to line my pockets. You're taking that money to put it into this platform, man.
See, guys, I know I've been going on about this, guys, and I apologize. It's just I'm really trying to get this Indiegogo, successful, and I need all of your help. Okay, so if you can donate $1 or $5, or if you can do one of the perks, please go over to the Indiegogo link and help out. Because honestly, this is the kind of stuff we can do if we have the hardware to do it.
Well, and this is the thing that we can do as us channels, just like I was saying, all the other channels. I seen you over in the I forget it was this guy or this guy. And they're all going, hey, promote him. And you're putting, oh, it's Rich. He's like, he said, I'm not a moderator. I can't post links. And he made you moderator so you could post the link. It's like,
Rich is like, what? You're not a moderator?
What? Yeah. Point is,
why did you say something? I am saying it right now.
And you said something. That was your comment. Something. Point being is this is how we're going to do this.
Exactly.
This is what,
and look at it this way: if we do this and we get this running and we start using it, look at it this way: the company is not going to tell you. The company that's running this isn't going to tell you to get off because they don't like your message.
Yeah,
I don't give a damn what your message is. Hell, you could have your entire show talk about guns and how much you hate Night Strike, and I still wouldn't give a damn.
Well,
of course, I would be angry, and I would probably ban your ass later. But and I say that jokingly, of course.
I know.
I would be angry at you, but you do have the right to an opinion, and you have a First Amendment right.
But I'm devil's advocate because you and me think the same on this. But what happens when Antifa wants to use GunTube? What happens when the left wants to use it?
See what happens is Night Strike goes and looks at the rooms that are open on GunTube, and there's this button I can click to say, yeah, kick everyone out of that room, close that room, kick everyone out of that room. So if I see any channels named like I hate guns, or if I see any rooms named Antifa for life, yeah, that's going away.
You and me need to get together and start a channel just called Pro 2A Ever or 2A Strong, or in other words, you know how many people I've heard say this in the past week and a half? The Second Amendment is the only amendment that says your tagline. Remember that. It's the only amendment that says shall not be infringed.
And if you look up the definition of an 18th century dictionary and a 21st century dictionary of infringement or infringed or infringement, guess what they say?
Yeah.
The same damn thing it said in the 17th and 18th century as it does the 19th, the 20th, and the 21st.
Yep. And this is the thing, too.
Shocker.
People want to argue about the well-regulated, which means, well-regulated by who? No, that's not what it meant. Well-regulated in that day meant well-trained, well-practiced, regulated. You regularly go, you practice, you make sure you're up to go and well-regulated. Just think of Billy the Kid, the regulators. They were trying to keep... That's totally off there, but regulated back in that day meant you trained regularly.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I'm not sure I want Hank Strange using my setup if he's not willing to help out either.
I'm not sure what's going on with him, dude. I haven't talked to him. The whole this
I don't even want to talk about that.
I don't either, dude. I honestly I don't either, because you and me are not privy to what's going on between, and honestly, I swear to God, YouTube can be like the Kardashians, and
I've got my own fair share of that in the last couple of days too.
That's what you see what I'm saying. It's like, you meet people online, you know them. I've never met you in person. You see
I've met Never Enough Ammo. I've met the infamous G-Webs. I've met Gizzard Gary.
Yeah, that was at Wanamaker, wasn't it?
I hung out with Moose. I went gun shopping with Sean Potery. I mean,
I've met my share too, and that's what I said. It's like
all the guys I talked to, I've met about half of them. So it's not like, listen, I realize, you're saying like hang out with these guys for a day or two. Now, I went a couple days in advance, and some other guys went a couple days in advance too, and we hung out for like a couple days before the Wanamaker started. So it's not like I just spent 1 or 2 days with these people. I literally spent like a week with some of these people. So
like I said, I get it, Steve from Ohio Wolverine.
Yeah, I know how I have Wolverine.
Yeah, he's come and shot with us. Like I don't know. Last weekend he came and shot again, and we hung out, and it's because we're close. Crazy Scotsman. I've shot with him. I don't know.
I don't know if I want to shoot with that, crazy Scotsman. I tell you, after what I found out about my ancestry, I don't think we'd get along anymore.
He's
no. The funny thing is, I found I said this before, but I'm related to the Hammer of the Scots. Uh-oh.
All I can tell you this: Crazy Scotsman has a really, really big heart.
Well, I hope it's a lot bigger. I'm just telling you right now.
You don't know what he's been doing for.
Oh, I know what he's been doing for Jack.
Yeah, Jack, and it's Jack. It's Scott. It's Mr. Holster. It's Scott.
No, it's Jack. He's doing it all for Jack because that little buddy needs his kibble.
Yeah, well, whatever. It's for Scott.
No, it's for Jack.
No, it's not.
Jack.
It's not for the damn dog, okay?
It's for Jack.
Anyway, no, I've met so many, gun tubers and, through traveling and, and do you really know them? I mean, yeah, I hang out in chats and I have people's phone numbers. I talk to them. Do you believe what they tell you? I'm like, I talk to this guy. I talk to them. I'm like, something. I think I'm going to stand on the sidelines a little more. You know what I mean? I don't need the drama. I just don't need the drama.
I don't want drama either.
Yeah.
Drama, so.
Yeah, and you had the actual best idea that said, I'm just going to say nothing and let it go.
Well, no, I've said things, but I've only said check your contracts before you sign them, dude.
Well, yeah, and
if you don't like the deal you're getting, well then, you should have gotten a lawyer and had him write up the contract instead.
I think a lot of deals today are done by handshake and not contract, and that's where things get messy. So, anyway, let's move on. GunTube.
Yeah,
we got to promote this thing, man.
All right, Kingpin's going to bed, so he can't jump in.
Oh well. Okay, I should have been in bed. I'm still talking.
You should have been in bed, but
yeah, I'm old. You forgot about Gary. God,
you forgot about Gary.
I'm sorry, Gary. I'm sorry.
I mean, Gary came down and even gave me some Orange Crush, which I can't find. Gary is an upstanding guy, and he gave me two old beat up targets for my backyard shooting range. Awesome. Unfortunately, both of the stands have been broken by AWAG and his friends, so I had to find more in my backyard because I've had a bunch of those things in the backyard. I just had to get two from other places in the backyard and put them back there.
I'm gonna tell you this. It's funny. It's like, Armament, you forgot about me. It's like the funny thing is I met Gary, Ohio 45 ACP, on here. And then I met him at NRAM because he went with a group. You know the group, the Snob and yeah.
Right.
And met Roll Call and all them guys that they all stayed in Budget, which, yeah, I think we're going to try and get together with Budget here soon. Ohio, we're Buckeyes. But anyway.
You crazy Buckeyes.
Yeah. But I met Gary at NRAM and he's like, oh, I'm Ohio 45. What's your name, Gary? I seen him at the Spring Fling. And it's like, oh, Ohio 45. And I totally forgot his name. And then I said to him, I said, you know something? I got your name in my phone. And I looked it up and there it was. Getting old sucks, damn it, okay?
Well, Grandpa, it's time to shave off the mustache and just, go clean shaven.
No. The mustache will not go.
Neither will the beard because it's an epic beard.
Hey,
I've got it back.
Can I tell you this?
Yes.
Just shave down a little below your eyes, man.
I'm going to. I'm gonna do the whole. I'm gonna do the whole contour thing. Yeah.
I'm telling you this.
I know. Less Team Wolf, more actual trying to shave.
That's
be
great.
credible. I understand.
That's great. No, honestly, I have to. This is so funny. When I shave, I actually shaved off about a half an inch today because I hadn't shaved in 2 days. But when I shave, I have to take my glasses off and shave under my eyes, one stroke, put my glasses on, and then shave because it grows right up under my eyes, just like you. You know what I mean? That just and
I'm just gonna have to take the See, what I do is I normally when I trim, I use electric shears, and then if I have to shave anything down to the skin, I just use like a shit razor.
Manscaping
101. But
yeah. Honestly, the shit of it is, dude. The older you get, hair grows everywhere you don't want it to, and not where you want it. Let's
not talk about that. That's not a good topic. Let's talk about guns or GunTube or
Okay, guns. Oh, hey. Speaking of which, okay, on a whim, never owned a high point. Bought my first high point.
Did you buy a heat cannon?
No, it's a 45 carbine. Got it for $250 off my buddy. Second gun or third gun I got from him. Good dude. Known the guy all my life. Anyway, well, last weekend when we went out with Ohio 45 or Ohio Wolverine, we'll get it right. Too many Ohio's. Ohio Wolverine. I'm trying to sight it in, and it was just like, what? Well, come to find out, the set screws on the front sight were all loose. And by the time we realized, come on, it's a high point. By the time we realized that the sight's wiggling all over, okay, it's like, okay, well, shit, there went all that time. So, I brought it home, blah, blah, blah. Took it out today. I since put the sight back on, got her all tightened up, blah, blah, blah. Man, the thing shot great. It really did. At 25 yards, the sights really suck. They're peep sights, you know what I mean? But, I mean, honestly,
well, you do lots of peeping. That's okay.
I do dehydrating too. Anyway,
you are the dehydrator.
Anyway, no, man, I put like 20 rounds within a 2-inch group at 25. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, okay. And I thought to myself, I'm gonna get a red dot. Come home, ordered one, so gonna put a red dot on it, and that's when we're gonna make the video. But honestly, it did great. I mean, people say, "Oh, high point." The damn things work. It's the first one I've ever owned.
People make fun of high points. Okay, they make fun of high points, but at the end of the day, we also say that even though we make fun of them, they are also one of the most reliable guns on the market because, hey, they just fucking work.
There it is.
But we make fun of them because of their aesthetics.
Well, and they're big, they're clunky, they're heavy. And this is the interesting thing, brother. That since it's a straight blowback, now I can shoot my 1911, pair ordnance, blah blah blah. Okay, that recoil, that's out in my hands. That freaking thing, it's a sharp little snappy recoil. It's a straight blowback. Now
it's because of the weight.
Well, no, it's actually kind of heavy. It's clunky heavy, but it's a straight blowback. Then we went to the AR, and it's like I said to my brother, I said, I think the AR recoils less than this. It does. It's not a hard recoil. It's just a sharp, snappy design of the gun, straight blowback. It's like, okay, but honestly, the thing worked beautifully, shot good. Like I said, the one video I seen, Demo Ranch, was abusing the crap out of it, and I don't
want to talk about him. I don't want to give him any.
Okay, we'll just leave his name out. The guy shot a high point
and dragged it behind his truck. Yes, we know.
He shot the damn high point in the chamber area with another gun, and then he picked it up and shot it, and it didn't blow up. I'm like, okay, that's like you said. They're big, they're clunky, they're ugly. Aesthetically, they look like shit, but they work, and they work good.
And that's it. That's just it. No one will say they don't work.
Can I say it's better than a sharp stick? Really? I mean, if that's all you can afford.
Link, if you want to jump in, I can give you a link to this.
Link needs a link.
Link needs a link.
But yeah, that's the only high point I've ever owned. It was my buddy called me. He said, "Hey, I got this carbine." I was like, "Yeah, I've been thinking about buying one. How much?" He's $250. Okay, yeah. So doesn't mean I'm keeping it. I'm having fun.
Oh, Link.
I'd rather have a high point than a Taurus. Oh, really? Because I carry a Taurus every day, and I shot it today, and it worked great. But whatever, dude. Okay, I'm not being sarcastic. I'm just, it's buddies. Buddies going, whatever, dude.
I mean, right now, Link, I'm just testing GunTube's live streaming capabilities right now. We did it last night, but it didn't save, so I'm doing it again this night to see if it'll work. And I've been live 26 minutes so far. So cross my fingers. Send you a link. Check Steam. I sent it to you over Steam.
Yeah, send him a link. Like I said, we're still on YouTube. I haven't figured out how to do GunTube to change icon or anything, but
yeah, you have to set up a Gravatar icon.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I heard. A Gravatar. I haven't done it, but sent the link. I hit the link and it worked. I'm Armament and Axes for anybody out there that doesn't know, right?
Well, yeah.
Because my picture looks like me clean shaven.
Actually, that picture's probably closer to Link than anyone.
Hello? Is that Link?
How's it going?
Hi.
Yeah, there's Link. What's up?
Hey, how does we're testing everything through GunTube right now. So
yeah, he's using XSplit to connect.
Yeah,
yep.
he's using XSplit. Yeah.
I use XSplit to control all video and audio output from my computer when broadcasting. Right now, it's giving me some weird.
Yeah, turn it off.
Some weird One Punch Man dude.
Yeah, that's Armament Axis.
I didn't do anything. I didn't. What? What did I do?
Yeah. Just at the bottom of the screen, just click your camera off. So
my camera is off. It's been off. What the heck?
I just turned my camera off.
Okay.
Yeah, my camera is off. It says stop camera. What? Okay.
Not that I need to turn a camera off because I don't have a camera connected.
There's nothing covered up.
Right. But again, we're testing out the GunTubes, and it seems to be working all right tonight. I mean, last night we had a little. It did work, but the chat last night, it's not on the chat I would have wanted to record on my channel. I'll tell you.
Oh, there we go. Link logo showing up.
There it is. See, you figured it out. I didn't get around to that yet. I'm just hanging out here, brother.
Well, you could also set up a Gravatar, and I'm gonna send emails how to do that.
Yeah, do that, because I'll get to it. Honestly, I think it's cool that we're here doing this, and it's streaming to YouTube.
Yeah, for me to set up so it shows my logo, I have to turn my camera on, and XSplit, in the absence of a true camera feed, puts that logo in place of a camera feed.
Yeah. So, but again, I've got everything turned down so on my end, so it'll run because the camera feeds. Right now, the GunTube servers aren't on like 10 gigabit connections like they need to be, so we're on only a single gigabit connection right now.
I was going to say Hangouts was like that if you turn your camera off, your logo went up, if you had a logo. So now you got another step, you know what I mean? It just...
And I know it's another step, and I wish I could change it, but I don't have the coding and the programming prowess to do that, and I don't know if it's possible to do it with this hardware. We may just have to set up Gravatar, accounts just to get that working, but, again... Hell, we can still use this period, and nobody can tell us to go take a hike because, well, guns.
That's exactly what I was saying. I like I said, I'll learn the new platform. It's just one more step. There are two more. I'll learn it, but you're not going to shut us up. We're going to keep doing this. You're going to totally shut us down on the internet because we're going to create these servers and we're going to be able to go live here, and you going to shut us down? Yeah, whatever.
No, they're trying to stop us from doing stuff because, well, apparently Google didn't want to pay for voice chatting or whatnot, or they just don't want to pay for conservative voice chat. So
the weird thing is you can still go live just with you, but you can't bring other people in on YouTube. You know what I mean? It's like you can still go live, but it's
Hangouts. Don't want you to be live with other people.
Hangouts is no longer a viable source to do it, and I'm like, really? Because we're just going to find this way to do it. We're going to find another way to do it.
I saw Crazy Scotsman using his with foreign and domestic. I could send him a link, but I don't think he's up right now.
No,
I think he went to work already.
Yeah, he went to work. I think he's using StreamYard. So
we're using this, but dude.
I'm
dude,
just
Esquire's out there. What's going on?
Working.
I'm happy this is working because it wasn't working the other day when I tested it with G-Webs, Rich White, and some of the other guys. And I don't know what I did to it to get it working, but it's working now. And you know what? I'm good.
Was it the duct tape?
It may have been the duct tape. And Link, you have a question out there.
Ah, yes, I do.
Yeah. You see, somebody else has played Zelda.
Still working on that. I'm bad at procrastinating. I'm really bad at procrastinating. That 10th chicken, still got to find the 10th chicken. Hey, you can't save the princess until you have all the bottles. What kind of hero are you if you don't get all the bottles?
All I'm going to say is at least you didn't attack the chicken. Because we all know what happens when you attack the lone, defenseless chicken. You get the whole flock on your ass.
Oh, yeah, you do. And depending on game, it can be very, very dangerous.
It could be fatal.
Yeah, you're all talking about game, and you say attacking the chicken. I'm thinking about Gizzard and.
We mean quite literally just a normal chicken sitting there in a chicken coop.
And if you attack the chicken, it will summon hundreds of other chickens to peck you to death.
Yes.
Yeah, I probably got a machete or something that's not going to happen. Anyway,
wait. So you're telling me with like 100 chickens flying at you, you would swat them out of the air like you're playing tennis with a machete?
I might try. What is this, a game or something? I mean,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an old game. It is part of the Legend of Zelda series.
Oh yeah, I'm not a gamer.
Holy crap! Is 1998 old now? 1998 is old.
Yes, 1998 is old. But
I graduated in 1985, so whatever.
But you know what's even older? And this is gonna hit. It's gonna hit Armament Axis even more. 1988 is even older.
Yeah.
1988? Shit, I graduated in 85. What?
Yeah, 1988. Well, if you graduated in 85, what the hell were you doing in 86? Why didn't you tell them no on the Hughes Amendment? I
tried. They didn't listen.
Sure.
1996, I was working for Firearms Unlimited in Milan, Ohio. I had a gun range in my backyard. My family grew up with a gun.
By the way, in case you're wondering, A Link to the Past came out in 91, and that was the first Zelda game that had the chickens that would attack you.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask my son. He might know.
Yeah, they also the other Zelda game I liked other than Link to the Past was Link's Awakening because it felt like it was a sequel to Link to the Past.
Yeah,
so
long as you don't say Adventures of Link, we're cool.
I would never say the Adventures of Link. # not my Zelda.
# not anybody's Zelda. Everyone's like, why did they even bother with that one?
No. See, that one, though, I will say I can take that one over the Philips CDI games.
That's true, but the Philips CDI aren't canon, and they weren't produced by Nintendo. They were made by Philips. It's different.
But I still bought all of them.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I've got all of them.
Those are quite valuable now, aren't they?
Yeah, I've got all of them, and I've got the Philips CDI that still works.
Wow. Yeah, I've never played them or even seen anybody or heard of anybody who has them.
The Mario game is better. I will admit the Mario game is much better. But again, that was Philips' attempt at trying to make their own system, and then eventually they partnered with Sony and then made the Sony PlayStation, which they made parts for Sony, and then Sony eventually bought them out and just made the parts themselves.
Okay, I'm gonna say this: while y'all were doing that, y'all are like, I don't know.
Well, I like
video games. I was going to work to make money to support my kids doing what you were doing. That's what I was doing.
I was still a kid then, so fuck you.
Yeah. Well, fuck you too. No, dude. Honestly, I'm messing with you, Night Strike. Oh, honestly.
Half this stuff I got at garage sales when I was a kid too.
That's awesome. That's juice. No, when I had kids, I was almost, my first was 19, and then I was 21. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Mike, I'm going to be
older than most of your children.
Yeah, I'm going to be 53 here in about a month and a half, but it's strange. There's kind of this generation gap between certain, and honestly, the whole video game thing started when I was a kid in the 80s or, early 80s, and it progressed. And yeah, I had fun doing it, but then getting married at 18 years old and okay, you're going to go be an adult and go to work for a living. What the hell was I thinking? She says, I want to have a baby. And I was like, maybe not. And just dumb, young, and all right, I won't keep going. Anyway, point being is like, yeah, I learned a lot, but I missed a lot. You know what I mean? I missed a lot of just being free and single and doing what you want. And man, I missed a lot in video games. And now I look at them and it's like, oh, wow. Yeah. So y'all talk video games. I'm like,
remember, Armament, I was born in the early 80s, okay? I was born 2 years before you graduated high school.
Yep.
Okay, so I remember about the mid to late part of the 80s, okay?
So I'm 16 years older than you then.
I started elementary school, kindergarten in the late 80s.
Yep.
So put that in perspective.
Yeah.
I was at least old enough to understand what was going on around me at that point in time. I may not have understood the reasons why things were happening, but I could see them happen.
Oh, you looked at them and took a perspective and thought about it. And dude, this is something that, like I was saying earlier, communicating between us content creators, us YouTubers, us guns, whatever. We're talking, and it's strange. There is years gaps and things like that, but we talk and we find out we got a lot more in common.
Well, you need to realize that there's this thing called friendship, okay? And yeah. I know I'm preaching to the choir here, and I know I don't want to get on to like a PBS special, but I just want to mention that
it is magic.
There's no age barrier with friendship.
Right.
So you can have friends that are 10, 20, 30 years older than you, but if you like the same damn thing, you're gonna overcome the obstacle of the age.
Yeah, it's magical.
Night Strike
is magic.
Night Strike, you were on Scotsman's, right? Earlier tonight.
I was commenting out in the chat, and I was very annoyed that Kingpin got a link, but I didn't get a link.
They were talking a lot about people wanting this money and this person working that hard and that hard. I made a comment to Jason Scotsman. I said, I had a old friend of mine. I only knew him for about 10 years, but he's actually the father-in-law to one of my best friends. And I'd known my buddies wife, but never. Yeah, I knew her, but when I met his father-in-law, most awesome dude, and I did work for him. We worked together. In my off time, I'd help him, and he always said, "Invest in the trades. You got to invest in the trades. You're going to need plumbers. You're going to need electricians. You're going to need this. You're going to need that." That was an old friend. You know what I mean? It's like people like that you share the same ideas with, the same thought process. Those are your friends. You know what I mean? And we can agree to disagree on some things, but those are your friends.
Yeah, like a certain Russian plant that goes by the name of
Jeffrey Epstein?
no, that was an inside job.
Yes, you said Russian plant, and I didn't know how that was topical to current events, so I threw out something and wondered what sticked.
You said Russian plant. I was thinking of some tree that only grows in Russia.
I was making a joke at Hank Strange again.
Oh, got it. Okay. Wait. Is that the thing? I thought the story was Hunan Humamid plant.
Well, there's also all the Hunan Mohammeds, but no, there was a thing he said that Matt caught him on, and it's like, "What are you, Russian?" And I had to go and make the comment in one of Matt's videos addressing Hank with saying, "Finally, we've got it. He's a Russian spy." And I said, and I went to Google Translate and translated this saying, "You were caught, Hank Strange," and I said it in Russian, and captioned it saying, "You were caught, Hank Strange."
I'm pretty sure.
The video.
I'm pretty sure he's not a Russian spy, but yeah, that's just.
Yeah, you're right. He's not smart enough for that.
It just the whole back and forth and people, and it's like, oh my god,
I had to make that joke.
Oh my god, it's the Kardashian freaking
Anyways, moving on, but yeah.
Yes, let's. It's honestly. I called Hank and I talked to him and I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, I was like, and I watched the videos. I'm like, okay, and this guy is saying this and this guy. Oh my god, it's just getting so drama filled. Blah. Okay, I'm done with it. Ohio Wolverine made a video and it was so great. He says the title was, "What do I think about the Hank Strange Forge from Freedom?" And it was like the 20th Century Fox thing where it rolls up and says 20th Century Fox with all the, and it says, "I don't give a fuck." And
that's literally my response. My only response to Hank is, as far as that whole situation is, read the contracts before you sign them. And if you don't like the contract, get a better contract, but don't sign the damn contract.
Really quick, how much do you watch Hank Strange? And when you said the Hank situation, how much of a pun was that?
Dude, yeah, I'm a moderator on his live things.
Okay, so you know what we mean when we say the Hank Strange situation. Okay.
Yeah, he does the whatever.
I want to get your take on this. Do you think it's justified that because he's been going back and forth with people on this, that the people leaving and unsubscribing from him are justified in doing so?
If that's their feeling, do it. Look, like I said, I've met him once personally. I've talked on the phone with him a couple times. I've been a moderator on his channel. They've treated me good. Being a moderator, they sent me stuff. Okay, cool. All right.
Wait, you got stuff for being a moderator?
Yeah.
Shoot, I gotta talk to Never Enough Ammo.
Yeah.
Hey, I have sat down and eaten pizza with Never Enough Ammo.
Oh yeah, and if I remember,
and that's not the slice he brought to my hotel room.
I heard he ate more than his share and then did karaoke. But anyway, back to the Hank thing. I've been a moderator on his channel for I don't know how long. Been watching the podcast. I try and do it every time there's a podcast. Blah blah blah. So I talking to him. It's like, oh, this, and then Matt brings this up. I'm like, what the hell? And then Hank comes out with this response, says, Ugh. And I'm like, oh my, something? I don't need the fucking drama. And the bitch of it is I'm a mod on Hank's, and Matt's channel. You know what I mean? I'm a mod here. It's like I just don't. I don't want to get. Oh, it's too much.
Okay, we're done. We're done with
It's
this.
too much drama. You know what I mean? It's like I'm done with the drama. Y'all just go on, move on. Just
Yeah, did you hear about the challenge on Scotsman's channel?
which one?
I don't know which one.
Well, you mentioned it, and you don't know which one. You're worse than me.
Well, you know, you pay attention, but you forget. I pay attention, but I don't always remember. It's weird.
So what's the difference? No, wait a minute. You said I pay attention and I forget, and you just said you pay attention but you don't remember. It's the same thing, dude.
Well, mine isn't age-based. It's attention-based.
Well, yeah, mine's both. Come on. And I still remember more than you.
No, you don't.
Sometimes.
Lies and slander. Lies and slander.
Anyway, next topic. Let's talk about something, man.
All right. So,
red flag laws. Come on, let's talk about that.
God, no, absolutely not. I do not want to talk about red flag.
What's his name? Shit, I'll have to look it back up again.
Dan Crenshaw?
No, not that guy. YouTuber. Shit, damn it. Let me look it up. Put a link out. Yeah, he did a very good video about. Think of this: middle of the night, you hear a banging, and you get up, and about the red flag laws. I shared the shit out of that thing because pay attention, people, because that's what it's going to be. Your neighbor could go, "Oh, we just met you. Oh, you got guns. We don't like you. Red flag, boom, kicking in your door."
Well, that is really why they want it. The left wants, anti-gunners want, a legalized form of swatting.
They want a legalized form of confiscation, registration, to the point of there ain't no shall not be infringed. They're the only amendment that says shall not be. Shut up. What are you talking about? You're the one that screams shall not be infringed.
I know. I just don't like talking about it. It depresses.
What do you mean? Oh, okay. Whatever, dude. Don't like.
I know. I know. Keep going. Finish your sentence. Damn it.
All I'm saying is I'm a lot older than you guys. I've been watching this shit. You got to pay attention. I got to look up that video. Like I said, perfect example. The way he put it together was awesome, and he pointed out a lot of good facts. And red flag laws. And when the president comes out and says, "Oh, due process," and he's the guy that ran on the whole.
I don't want any more infringements. That's just it. I don't want any more
that's just, dude. You and I said a long time ago. No more.
No more.
Not giving up nothing.
We got enough.
I think the phrase is, "I want my whole damn pie back."
No. The phrase is, "Give me my damn cake back."
Yeah, cake. That's it.
The whole phrase is, "You ain't taking nothing." How's that?
Yeah. Well,
And
I'd rather have my entire cake back rather than say, "You're not taking any more." I want my whole damn cake back.
Yeah. Oh, Leo Red is out there. Let's see.
Oh, YouTube side? I got to go back to that one.
Yeah, YouTube side. I know I've got his email somewhere.
Hey, Leo, what's up?
I know I got Leo's email somewhere.
I'm talking about my VR channel.
I don't have his email.
No, Warsaw says I'm talking about my VR challenge. Buddy, I'll try, okay? Life's busy. I got to get up in like 5 hours or something. I don't know. I got to look at my alarm. I don't care. I'll get up and freaking drive truck for 10 hours and do it again. Call me old. Call me old. That's what I do. I'm a go get her done in pain, doesn't matter kind of guy. Yeah.
You'll take naps in between.
Sometimes I need to. 5-hour energy drinks work really good. I can't do, like Monsters or nothing, but them little 5-hour energy shots, they work good. So they give you all that crap in a little shot. They taste.
Roy Munson is asking, is this streaming on GunTube? We are streaming from GunTube to YouTube.
Yeah.
So we're streaming from GunTube to YouTube. That's what this is.
How many panelists can this application, or how many panelists can be in one room here?
Good question.
15?
15.
Neato.
Wow. Neato. That's funny.
That's pretty neato, Petito.
Actually, I do want to make this clear. I'm setting the capacity limit at 15. Technically, in the unrestricted version, as many as technically the server could hold.
So you practically speaking, 20 or so before no one can speak.
20 to 30 or something like that.
Okay.
But for purposes of chats and whatnot, I'm gonna set the limit to 15.
So you're saying you could set it higher?
I could, if I had good enough hardware. I do not.
What was the max on Hangouts?
Hangouts was 10.
Yeah.
Technically 9, including the host.
The host, right? Yeah, 10 total. Wow. Man, I mean, even, this is a thing,
this
dude.
Software I'm using, I'm just rebranding open source software. But again, you're allowed to do that. They don't care.
Right.
Because it's open source. At the end of the day, at the bottom of the page of however we do this, we're going to give them full credits for making the software. But, we're going to go and edit it and use it for what we need to.
Well, the point I'm making is whatever you're doing seems to be working probably better than Hangouts. Other than, we got to go in and make our avatars. It doesn't matter. This seems to be working really good. So, how's it going to work when you get 10 more people? I don't know, but
I'm not doing the 20. We're only doing we're going to do the just the standard 15 because that's a little bit more, but that's what we can handle and support.
Warsaw says I need to stop using obnoxious as avatar. LOL. I'm like, it's just a guy. There's like, it looks close to me, kind of bald, kind of thing. It doesn't have the awesome mustache though.
I don't think you need it.
Anyway,
Zorro, check out your email if you want to jump in.
Warsaw is getting confused too.
15. E Honda would never get a word in. No, he would not, but he still supports the project. Yo. So with match chats, I don't know. I think Matt needs to stick to StreamYard or Google Hangouts because some of his chats, oh boy, I'm not sure I need that.
Well, we can't use Hangouts anymore, so it's got to be something other. So.
Well, you can use the normal Google Hangouts, but I hear that's going away too. So
what? The only thing I heard is if you want to go live, you can do that by yourself.
Well, see, what you do is you load up an off-air Google Hangouts that's still available, and then you use like a software like OBS to.
From your
computer to.
Yeah, well, with OBS, you can use Skype or whatever.
Yeah, you can use any type of thing.
Any platform to go through OBS. Yeah.
And while that's great, it's not preferable.
No. I have seen many using StreamYard. I think I StreamYard with Ohio Wolverine, maybe somebody else. It seemed easy. From my end, you didn't have to go to StreamYard, log in. You just click the link and, but yeah, I mean, this was easy. I clicked the link and there it was. So I guess we have to find the new platforms. If they're going to say, well, we're going to limit you and you can't use this. Well, we'll just find another way Come on.
Mass chats are usually a gangbang of people talking over each other, Romanson says. They are. They are. Since I am privy to those chats, they are. You know, and it's hard enough for me to get a word in edgewise sometimes, and I get yelled at, you know, at the beginning before the chat starts for talking over people. Well, how the fuck do I get, you know, I jump in if I can't talk over someone? You know, but fuck it, you know.
But fuck it, what?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah. Honestly, I get it. You get too many people in there. It's like, I have this problem with chat etiquette, and I talk too much sometimes. You all know this, but when
we know, brother, channel partner.
Yeah, when y'all say something and the point is made out, I want to jump in and go, but wait a minute, you have to, and by the time somebody gets to the end of what they're saying, I done forgot the point I was trying. Yeah, that's why I do that.
You need to remember, following the sentence with "but" means you don't really believe in the thing in the first place.
Well, you know, my son,
like saying, I believe in the Second Amendment, but there's no but. You either believe in it or you don't.
Well, you know,
none of your wishy-washy halfway bullshit. That doesn't fly. It's either you support it or not.
You know, the first Creator Summit, we made a video with Jordan Stein from the GOA, and we mentioned that, and he mentioned it, that there is no but. The Second Amendment's the only one that says shall not be infringed. The others are just statements and blah. The Second Amendment says it's short and it's sweet. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. There you go. It's the only one that says shall not. None of them say that. And they want to take it. Why? Well, you know, Hitler did something like that because, unarmed people.
Okay, no. We're not going there.
Yeah, we won't go there, but we should. And just think about it. Shall not be infringed. It's the only damn amendment that says that. And everybody
all I need to say is, okay, my ancestors didn't sign the Declaration of Independence. So some pot-smoking, dressed all in black and covering their face, elitist wannabe communist bitch that throws cement milkshakes at people and supports communism. They didn't sign the Declaration of Independence so those people could get everything that what they want and nothing of what we want. No. That's not how it worked. That's not how it works. Antifa is communist. And you know what? And communism, there's a reason our money says in God we trust. It symbolizes us believing in something. It doesn't you don't necessarily have to believe in God, but you believe in some form of religion or another. That's what it symbolized. Whereas communism says you don't believe in religion at all. Communism supports the absence of religion because there is the state and only the state in communism.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to throw this in there. The in God we trust. Well, in America, God has several names.
Mm-hmm.
See where I'm coming from? It's pretty simple. In God we trust, which means what God do you? Did you were raised Christian? You were raised Judas? Doesn't matter. You see what I mean? In God we trust.
Argue all you want, but the Jewish God and the Christian God are technically the same God.
Yeah, well, the Christian God is the son of the Jewish God, so
No. Jesus Christ is the Son of God. That's different. Okay, God is the same God that's in the Jewish text that's in the Christian text. And that's what they don't tell people. That's what what people don't realize. They think their God is better than their God when it's the same damn God. It's just the Jews. They adhere to the old text instead of the new text, which is the New Testament and the Old Testament that the Christians believe in. Okay?
Yes,
and then we get Mormons who believe in the extended universe.
The extended universe written on golden plates that no one has ever seen.
And multiple wives?
We don't
Crap!
talk about
I don't
that.
want.
We
I
talk
don't.
about
Wait
that.
a minute. If I had multiple wives, that'd be cool. But if I don't have to deal with multiple, I don't want to deal with one crazy wife. Do I got to deal
Yeah.
with multiple?
No. We're not talking about a law, Warsaw.
No, that's Mormons, man.
No,
They're
that's Muslims, and that's different.
no, Mormons are allowed to have multiple wives, dude. Come
By
on.
the way, Allah means
No,
God
no.
with a Allah means God with a lowercase g, not a capital G. The capital G typically refers to the Jewish and Christian God.
How did we get on religion? Did I start this? I'm sorry.
Okay,
did,
back
because
to
you
the
made-
part. Back to the conversation about not being able to talk in rooms with lots of people. One of the things I like to do is, if I get a word in, I will finish my sentence and then go to the person who I heard trying to get in and say, "So, what were you going to say, Night Strike?"
I was going to say shall not be infringed, and I heard your cat go meow.
Yes. Hi, Spaz.
Is that your cat's name, Spaz?
Yes.
My cat.
She's
My
elderly
cat-
now, so she's not much of a spaz anymore, but
How
she
old
was
is
when she
she?
was younger.
How old is
14, I think.
I have a 16-year-old
Oh,
black. He's a turd. I was born on Halloween.
he's a turd.
Well, his name's Poop.
And he was born on Halloween?
No, I was born on Halloween. I took him in, and I think when I took him in, looking at how old he was probably close to that age. When I took him in, he was a stray cat. He was like all matted with poop in his fur and this big brown fuzzy ball. And I took him in and I raised him. And my son says, I just kept calling him Poop Turd. And he says, "You ever going to name that cat?" I said, Poop Turd. And it stuck. That's his name. Okay,
Wow.
well, at 9 years old, he wasn't doing so good. Took him to the vet, diabetic, insulin, blah, blah, blah. I've been giving that little freaking turd insulin shots for 6.5 years.
Oof.
He's still alive. And the vets told me that most diabetic animals won't survive past 3 to 5 years. He's still alive. That's my dude.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Hey, whatever, Night Strike. We're talking cats and shit, man. You mentioned his cat. Yeah, we'll get a cat.
Fuck you. Fuck
Well,
you.
no, you won't. Get a cat.
No, I think he's saying F you because, unfortunately, I think his pet passed away recently, and that's sad.
Oh,
Yes,
So I think that's fine.
My cat, 16 years, died a few weeks ago. So fuck you.
Dude.
Up your
Okay.
stupid ass.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna accept the fuck me, and I'm sorry to hear that, brother. This cat is, when he goes, it's gonna break my heart. He's my buddy. That's your companion. That's your buddy.
Now that we're talking about this, what was the name of your cat, Night Strike?
His name was Marcus.
Oh, Marcus sounds like a good cat.
Did you see? I posted a picture of him on Instagram.
Oh, I'm not on Instagram, so I wouldn't see.
Go look it up.
I don't do it.
Do you need an account to go on Instagram?
No, you don't need an account. You can look at a page. I'll give you the link directly if you need it.
No, I'm assuming it's Night Strike 1.
Oh, it's just Night Strike.
Oh, okay.
I can tell you this. I got this cat shortly after I got
Night
divorced.
Strike Metal?
What?
How about you just use that?
What?
I don't even know where the hell there's a side chat here. Where is that?
Yep, I don't know.
Left-hand side, right on the right side
Share
of the hand.
screen. What? Right?
At the bottom of the screen, left-hand side, right, the one on the right of the hand.
Yeah, it says
Yes,
open close
this
chat.
asks me to enter a nickname to use in chat, so...
Open a closed chat, yes.
I'm just going to say A and A. That's easy. There we go.
And yes, Warsaw, I am excited.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to go look at that picture.
So your cat was 16?
Yeah, that little ball of fuzz was 16.
Oh,
Ooh,
man.
Looks really good for 16. My cat has a problem.
A few months after that, a few weeks ago, he didn't do well. And
my cat has a problem that's common with older cats, where the eyelids start curling in on themselves and the hair starts rubbing against the eyeballs. So my cat is unhappy about that. But your cat looks really good for its age.
Yeah, he was. I was taken half a year ago.
Oh.
Yeah, that's sad, dude.
Kidney failure hits you hard and fast.
Through all the cats my mother has owned and I've taken care of throughout the years, and it's hard, man. It's tough. And I grew up with dogs. I didn't have cats until later in my life, and you get attached, and they're tough, man. And like I said, this poor old guy, he's still alive, giving him shots. I call him my miracle cat. I really do. You know what I mean? It's just, and for anybody to, cats, something, own one for over 10 to 12 years, they become part of you. You get attached, man. You really do.
And for anybody asking why he was named Marcus, it's because he was a neighborhood stray cat that kept on going around a bunch of people's houses, and they called him that. That was his name.
Did he answer to that name, right?
Apparently.
Yeah.
But again, first time we let him inside, he went upstairs and went to the bathroom and looked at me and said, "There's nothing here." I'm like, "What are you looking for?" He goes, "Meow." So he must have lived in the house I lived in before.
That's it.
Because normal stray cats or feral.
How long did you live there? How long did you live there before
feral
that?
Cats don't go and do that if they weren't somebody's cat originally in the first place.
Like I said, how long did you live there? You moved in, and then that happened. I mean, how long?
About 2 years after we moved in.
Wow, that's weird.
So the cat probably lived on the streets for 2 years. It is relatively common. I know that some people, it's really heartless, will put their cat on the street when they're moving because they don't want to take the cat with them.
Yeah. But eventually he came inside, and he never went back outside again. He became a house cat.
Aww.
Well,
He did try to escape a few times, and he did get out, but every time he's like, you open the door, he's sitting right there on the front porch. He's like, I don't know, it's too weird being out here. Let me back in.
I was just going to say this. Funny thing is, when I got my poop cat, he's a turd. I lived in an apartment, adopted him when I lived in the apartment. He was hiding out in front of my air conditioner unit outside in the leaves. And anyway, took him in, raised him up, blah, blah, blah. He got out the front door a couple times. He went to the end of the sidewalk, which was the main sidewalk that went to all the apartments. And I said, what? And I went out there to get him, and he ran back in the house like, what the hell is this outside thing? Yeah.
Yeah, and we moved a few other places after.
Yeah,
that.
well,
and when he got out, he was like, "Where am I? Where is this place? This isn't where we used to live."
Yeah.
Well, and we were like, well, generally, yes, Marcus. That's what happens when you move. He's like, I don't like this at all.
I can say this. Yeah.
See, my cat, when you would talk to him, he would answer back. He would argue with you if he didn't like something. Like,
yeah, if a cat meows back reliably, that's a cat that's been with humans a lot.
And see, I used to yell at him because he would be naughty, or he would get in the way of us trying to do something. I tell him, go upstairs, go eat your own food, go upstairs, and he's like, meow, meow, and then at one point I got him to go upstairs, and as he went upstairs, he was like, meow, 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 meow. Every step. And it's like, he's like,
yeah, he was like talking back.
I'm pretty sure I don't want to go upstairs. Why don't you go upstairs?
Well, this is the funny thing.
See,
like
and I'm never gonna get another cat like that. And that it hurts.
You might be surprised, dude. Just take out another one, Raise it from a kitten. Raise it as yours, dude.
It's
I'm
going to be
convinced.
hard. I have to get another Russian blue because one of my family members is deathly allergic to cats, and she wasn't allergic to this one.
Oh, that's
I'm
interesting.
convinced that dogs are God's gift to man from the dawn of creation until like the 1900s, late 1900s, and cats were made for the 21st century in meme culture.
Probably. I've got so many pictures of him just like, laying on the floor like roadkill because he's way too comfortable.
All I'm gonna say is this, man. Cats are different. Grew up with dogs, and I do love dogs. They're a different breed. Dogs are the ones that you put them in the car and they're like, "Come on, let's go. We're going for a ride. Woohoo!" You put a cat in their car and they're like, "Oh my God, we're all gonna die."
Well, when I put my cat in the car, he always went in the kennel because, again, he liked to run off. So, yeah.
RUNNOFT.
What?
He would run off. RUNNOFT. Come on, you didn't see freaking old brother where art there? Your cat
Yeah,
was RUNNOFT.
No, just OFF.
OFF.
Yeah. And Leo Red, no, I don't want a bobcat. I've had friends who have had bobcats because I lived in Arizona where, hell, I could just pick up a bobcat off the side of the road. Believe me, they're not that easy to have, to keep and whatnot. And the government kind of frowns on you having a bobcat.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you this. We have a thing here close that's a wildlife rehabilitation center, and they had a bobcat. And I had a friend of mine, female. She had some animal, can't even remember. Says, "Oh, can we take it there?" Okay, I took her over there, and she goes out and trying to, they're giving us the roundabout. Okay, here's a bald eagle, here's this, and they got this bobcat, and it was in a pretty good pen, but she's like, "Oh, can I pet it?" And I'm like,
No, you don't want to pet a bobcat.
You want your finger bit off? What?
Well, that depends on whether it's tamed or not, but generally for a wild one, no.
It was raised wild. I mean, this is the thing.
Tamed bobcats, that's different. But remember, tamed only means that they've been around humans enough that they're comfortable being around humans. It doesn't mean that they have the disposition of a domesticated animal.
Yeah.
I was
they still have
you
those wild tendencies, and having a tamed animal, it means you have to live with those wild tendencies and make allowances for that. Otherwise, not as good as
Yeah, I was going to say that
as domesticated animals.
I never raised one myself. I had several friends that would find baby raccoons and raise them, and when they're babies, they are cool as crap. They're just playful and they'll bite you, but it's like a friendly nibble kind.
Yeah.
Never break skin or anything. They're just cool.
Love bite's the same thing they give their parents.
Yeah. Now, once they get to a certain age,
they're super mischievous, I've heard.
And no, you got to let them go because they will attack you. They will bite you. They will. So, people that think you're going to take a wild animal, especially like the bobcat that she was trying to pet, that thing was taken from the wild. It was never raised by a human. It was an animal they were trying to rehabilitate to get back out into the wild.
It may not like humans.
Yeah, exactly.
So
tree huggers like to go, "Oh, let me pet that." Yeah, okay.
Every time that subject comes up of petting wild animals, I can't help but think of it's been multiple occasions of someone tries to pet a panda bear in a zoo and gets mauled.
Yeah.
Like, I know there's at least 3 instances of that happening in China. Guy tries to pet a panda bear, climbs into the enclosure, gets mauled. What's a bear?
It is a bear.
What do you expect?
It's a bear. What?
It may look cute, but don't let that fool you. That's how many people got killed.
It's not the stuffed fuzzy teddy bear animal. It's a real life thing, and come on, people.
Like, I can understand thinking a koala bear is kind of more the size of a raccoon or large dog. So
I
I can understand thinking, oh, a koala bear is not a real bear, but yeah, a panda bear, straight up a real bear.
A koala bear is a real bear. The thing is, if he does his thing as a
Wait,
koala bear,
I thought koala bears weren't actually bears. I thought they're technically what, marsupials, is it?
actually, I think they might be. But anyway, a koala bear, something, they spend 99% of their time hanging in trees and sucking on eucalyptus. They're pretty
They're so stupid. They're so stupid.
they're like slow and looped, man. Because
Yeah.
it's like a koala bear. Hey, buddy, what's up? And he's like, what, man? You gonna stop me from eating my eucalyptus? What?
I've always wondered how a creature that devoid of intelligence and motivation to do things would survive on a continent that is just filled with things that want to kill you.
Right. What keeps them alive? I don't know.
No idea.
That's so funny. Anyway, that went weird.
Yep. I still miss my kitty.
Oh, dude, I feel sorry, man. I'm gonna miss this guy. And like I said, I give him shot twice a day of insulin, and every time I'm like, am I gonna find you dead? Are you still? He's still going.
I wish I could have done that for my cat, but kidney disease and kidney failure.
Actually, speaking of that, when I was living in my apartment, I took on him and another cat, and she was a female. And before I could get him fixed, he impregnated her, so we ended up calling her Mama. But anyway, got her fixed, all that after that. But she got sick. She was throwing up a lot, took her to the vet, found out she was having kidney problems, put her on all these meds, got her healthy, was doing good for about a month, and then it just dropped off. Her kidneys failed. Her kidneys failed in 2 days, and she was in so much pain. And just, I had to have her put to sleep. You know what I mean? There was no saving.
Listen, when I picked him up and held him, he didn't complain. He didn't cry. He was, for all intents and purposes, I know we're talking about a cat, but he was a good boy.
Yeah.
Okay. And
you're breaking my heart right now because
when we took him to the vet went and poked where his kidneys were, and he just wailed and wailed and wailed.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Yeah, that's what they said her problem was. They knew we had her in, and they told me, it's like, man, she's having some severe kidney problems. They got her healthy enough. I took her home, and it was a week later or so, and it was,
So I'm going to change the subject now because
I'm getting depressed.
I miss my fuzzball so very much right now.
Yes, I'm getting depressed too, brother.
Anyway, so we've been
okay. So do we go to the raping of our rights, or do we go back to animals? Let's go back to how many people can fit in a room.
Let's go back to GunTube where it was
you said 15. Yeah,
15. Yeah. I want to make the limit 15.
Is that like a StreamYard where you can have people in the back that are in the back behind the curtain or whatever? I don't know what the hell they call it.
No, it'll be on the side. And you know how on the side where you've got your icon and Link's icon and whatnot.
Right.
Essentially, you can have 6 icons will show up. But if there's more than 6 people in the room, you will be able to scroll up and down through the list of participants. So if there's more people on the right hand side, say if we're 15 people in here, you would scroll up and down to see who's in there.
I was just
dude. I don't know if you're watching.
I don't know. He said, "Where am I from?" I sound like his uncle or something. Whatever.
You're from Ohio.
Yeah.
But what you can do with the software is you can set it to tiled mode like StreamYard. So like this, I just set it to tiled mode. Check it over on the YouTube side, but there you go.
I'm reading the comments and the YouTube about koalas.
Koalas scream? What the hell?
Koalas are aggressive with sharp teeth
And I want to know how Leo knows this, considering
and loud.
He's stuck in the middle of Rick's favorite place.
No, you don't have to live in Australia in order to go to Wikipedia and read up on koalas.
Australia. Look out for the joeys.
Yeah. But
Well, actually, the joey is
Link.
Yeah.
Link.
What's up?
At the bottom of the hangout here, click the four tiles. You know, the four squares.
Yep. The four squares, toggle.
Is that
tile
like the
view.
3 seashells?
What? That's cool.
Is that like the 3 seashells?
No, it's not. Basically, you can switch between tile view and normal view.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see it.
If you want a traditional, hangout style view, you switch it to the hangout style view, or you switch it to the tile view, which is traditional YouTube or StreamYard.
So, do we have any power here to click? What I see, I can scroll, click. I don't know what. Yeah.
So, I mean, if I don't know if it's showing up on YouTube, but let me see if I can up the quality. So,
I'm not one guy with a big round head or oval. Yeah.
let's see if it shows up that way. No, it doesn't show up on the thing, but on your view, it'll show tiled. So, let's see if I'm gonna completely ruin myself by doing this, but let's see now. No, it still shows up at that. All right, so
It's a work in progress, right? I mean,
it is a work in progress. So
hey, working good tonight. Cool.
yeah,
Was it held?
We've been live for an hour and 21 minutes.
Was it held together by duct tape?
Duct tape and super glue. And we're talking the really cheap super glue where you're not sure even really works, but you bought it anyways.
Well, most super glue is actually the same shit, but were you using good duct tape like Gorilla Tape or cheap duct tape?
No, I wasn't using Gorilla. I was using that T-Rex tape.
Oh,
Wait, since when is Gorilla cheap stuff?
Gorilla's not cheap. Gorilla
Yeah,
Tape.
Gorilla's good tape.
No. I've
But
actually
it works great.
I've used Gorilla Tape before. It doesn't work well for me. It's always been garbage. But I'm using that T-Rex duct tape. That shit's awesome.
I should show you some shit I've made with duct tape. I've been called a duct tape connoisseur for craftsmanship with duct tape. It's a really stupid thing to brag about, but it is my thing.
That's funny. Honestly,
I keep like 20 different types of duct tape on me because each one has a different purpose, and that's really stupid to say, but it's true.
Gorilla duct tape works garbage for me, but T-Rex tape works the best for me.
Okay, I've not yet tried T-Rex. I'm Link. I'm thinking back to the Mythbusters and all the duct tape challenges they did. They did this and that with duct tape, and we used 2,500 rolls. Okay.
Okay, you wasted duct tape. Congratulations.
Yeah. Just to prove you could make a walk across bridge with duct tape. Okay. Yeah.
I tend to use duct tape in projects when I need abrasion resistance, in which the top layer will be Gorilla Tape, is when I use Gorilla Tape, because it's really good abrasion resistance. But its adhesive isn't quite as good as some other duct tapes you could get.
Yep. It's funny that I had a friend of mine, this has been probably 15 years ago. He's like, man, we get this duct tape at work. It's supposed to be the best shit, and you can't rip it and whatever without scissors. He brought it to me, and I went, pulled out a 4-inch piece, and I went, ripped it, and he's like, how'd you do that? I said, it's not that hard, dude. It's duct tape. You just got, it's like ripping a phone book. You just got to get it going, and yeah, whatever. But I found that too. Gorilla Tape, it does have some good adhesion, but it's really thick. The tape itself is really thick.
Mm-hmm.
But I found better adhesion on other tape, which is a little thinner. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
so, yeah.
One of the things that annoys me the most about Gorilla Tape is over time, it seems like it slides with respect to itself, so it's kind of, what's the term? Cleavage would be the term, not boobs, but it cleaves across itself in a
Right.
sliding manner because
You
the
know,
glue helps it pull perpendicularly apart, but doesn't keep it well from sliding.
Well, that's because it's a thicker glue that sticks really well that has an inapt thing to slide other than glue that's thin and sticks most awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we won't get into glue. It's a long story. I laid tile and carpet and freaking, vinyl and, yeah. I've done a lot with glue, and you find out really quick what does what. So, anyway, yes, with the duct tape. A lot of good brands out there in the
Leo Red says, I use Gorilla Tape to put a light on my revolver. Please tell me that was sarcasm.
Yeah, really. Elmer's glue is good. Hey, Leo Red, Elmer's glue is probably one of the best wood glues out there. And I'm going to tell you this, that a proper glue joint with wood is stronger than the wood itself if it's done right. If you just plain old frickin' Elmer's glue off the shelf, glue a couple pieces of wood together and clamp them as tight as you possibly can, the wood will break before the glue joint.
I just want to say this right now.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to tell you where he lives, but where he lives, he may not be able to legally put a light on his gun legally. So he uses duct tape.
Okay.
Wait, what would make it so you can't legally put a... What place on the planet restricts use of flashlights?
No, it's not flashlights. It's flashlights
on guns.
That makes it so that it would be a crime to point a firearm at someone in order to illuminate them if they aren't already a lethal threat. For which case, the point is not to circumvent that law by putting it on your revolver anyway and still breaking the law, but to use a handheld light.
It may just be because he's got a revolver that doesn't have a rail.
Okay, well, yeah, but
you know where he lives, it's
he says, I'm sure sarcasm. I don't know. Point is, where is it not legal to put a flashlight on your gun? Probably the place where you're not legal to have a gun. Right?
California, New York, New Jersey. Where else?
Illinois, where you got to have a FOID card.
You know, Chicago, you have to have a FOID card. You have to have, this, that, the other. Probably Washington State because I-1639.
Leo Red says Chicago in the chat. I'm going to go with flashlights still totally legal in Chicago.
Probably.
Absolutely.
Is it legal on a gun?
Yeah, absolutely.
You say that now.
The other night, this has been probably 3-4 nights ago, Budget Guns and Gear was having his live thing and talking about the red flag and everything else. And I put in the side chat about Chicago. He pulls up a site called Hey Jackass. And you go to that site and look how many people have been killed in Chicago. Some of the toughest gun laws in the world are in our country. It is like 5 times what have been killed just this year. 5 times what's been killed in the last, I don't know how many years from mass shootings. Why aren't we talking about that? Why aren't we saying, well, Chicago has all these gun laws that don't work, and they're going to argue, well, they bring them in from here and there. They blame
it on Indiana all the damn time.
The thing is that they don't get it. People don't get it. You cannot uninvent something. There will always be. My biggest problem with Into the Badlands on AMC. Guns are outlawed, and we can slash and cut and whatever. Look, you can't uninvent something. Somebody's going to still make it.
Frankly, I think the only thing that will get rid of firearms is if they invent a gun or a weapon that is more effective than firearms, such that all of us go, wait a minute, so we can have all the effectiveness, even better effectiveness, without the noise? Sure, yeah, I'm game.
There you go.
At which point they'll want to ban that thing.
Link, you and I play video games. So basically, let's put this into context, Link. You played Fallout, the Fallout games, I'm sure. Okay? Now, let's put it this way. Okay? So, in the next 10, 15 years, what happens if we get laser guns? Huh?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Not within the next 10 years. I'd give it a little bit more time for me to trust it.
Well, so would I, but, it would be available. They'll try and ban laser guns.
Let me put it this way. Laser guns are great, and I'm not going to be a, Debbie Downer on the whole technology thing, but guess what? They require electronics. What does it require for your striker or firing pin or hammer to hit a primer and something to go boom? There ain't no electronics there. That stuff's going to work. See what I'm saying? So, technology dependent.
Assuming we could get it to be reliable, and they were honestly just objectively better.
Well, let's go down the avenue of smart guns. And yes, they're saying, "Oh, smart guns, the technology's not there." Yeah, it kind of is, but it ain't there in a readily available, affordable smart gun. No, but guess what? It's like a smart car or
holy shit! I was right. Read. No flashlights or lasers on your gun in Chicago.
Yeah.
In Illinois, it's legal, but not Cook County, which is where Chicago is.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that sucks. In that case, duct taping it to your revolver isn't helping you, because that's still illegal. They don't say no putting it on your rail. They say it can't be on your gun. So I think you should have a handheld light then. For the record, in case this helps you, Leo, I have a system that for $30 on Amazon, I got a remote that is infrared that will turn on any light, and with the press of the button, all the lights in my house turn on, and my house is lit up like a Christmas tree. I'm not giving away my position, and the only potential for it to be unreliable is if there's a power outage, for which I have handheld lights as backup.
Two things. Leo says a guy got killed near my house yesterday. I got pictures and videos. Steadily says guns do well because they are simple machines. It's that simple. It's that simple. Guns are simple machines. You're going to try and complicate them. Matter of fact, here's an interesting little tidbit. We have this big gun show here in Ohio. It's Medina. And this has been in the 90s, back when cops were still carrying revolvers. I actually got to know one of the local cops that I cannot remember his name now. It's been 30 years ago, but cool dude. We worked the gun show. He said that he had to go back home because he forgot his rings. I said, "What rings?" He said, "Well, we got to wear these magnetic rings on both fingers that we got to grip the gun just right." Oh. Those magnetic rings disengage some weird safety within the revolver so they could shoot it. So in other words, when the bad guy took it, they couldn't shoot it. Problem is, he told me, he says, if you don't grip that gun just right, and you got to use both hands. You couldn't use just one hand. It wouldn't work. And I'm like, well, that's pretty shitty. And thinking of, you're in a firefight and what? That was like magnetic smart gun. You know what I mean? It's like new smart guns are like, oh, if it's not your fingerprint, I'm like, oh my God, really? No. Nope. Sounds like somebody's loading mags. Who's loading mags?
Probably me typing on keyboard.
Oh, okay.
Like this?
Yeah, that sounds like you typing on a keyboard.
Yep.
Funny thing is, speaking of loading mags, we went to the range today. We didn't do any videos. It was an interesting day, but we got there. It's warm. We set up the canopies. We're all sitting around talking, and we're all loading mags. And, man, I pulled out every mag I had. I spent, I don't know, probably 30 minutes just grabbing every mag I had and every box. I pull out all my mags and I put them up there. I'm like, oh crap, that's a lot of mags. But I took a lot of guns to the range, but it was fun. Had a good day. But yeah. Anyway.
Steadley and Leored are asking about the remote I have. It's infrared, it works across my house, and it has an all-on and all-off button. So anytime I want, and also buttons for each individual light, physical buttons. So it's not like a stupid smartphone app or anything like that. It's not working on Wi-Fi or something unreliable. It's just physical buttons, super cheap and reliable, super affordable. Everything about it is exactly as I would want it to be. And you plug it into any light. In the case of sockets in your ceiling, you screw it in between the bulb and the socket. In the case of like a lamp, you plug it in between the wall outlet and the plug for the lamp. And then what's up?
Surveillance cameras?
No, just lights. So I press a button near my guns. I have multiple remotes. I keep one near my guns with Velcro on one side and corresponding Velcro on the stock of my long guns, so I can just slap it on the side and have control of my lights anywhere in the house. But the idea is, if I hear a sound at night, I can just press a button, the entire house lights up like a Christmas tree. If the bad guy happens to run away, cool, I don't have to shoot a human being today. And if they don't run away, they already knew I was in the house because they would have seen my car and they know we're in the house.
Well,
but this gives you all the advantages of light with none of the disadvantages.
I'm going to say this, that bad guys like to sneak up in the dark. When you illuminate the crap out of everything, they tend to run away.
Yeah, that's a great advantage. It's like the myth of the pumping your shotgun, except you're not potentially inducing a malfunction.
Yeah,
you're reducing your capacity. You're not giving away your position. It's all the advantages with none of the disadvantages.
Well, you watch any, combat like sniper or this or that, dude. Them guys will tell you, I've gotten peed on hiding in the bushes. Well, yeah, but you took out, how many insurgents that saved 100 Marines or what? It's like, it's the same thing. Take advantage of your surroundings, your home. It's like, if I can turn on every light, spotlight, everything else, and illuminate, if you got cameras, even better. But, dude, you flip on a light going, yeah, I see you. They're probably not going to keep going in the direction they were going.
Yeah. Another advantage is, hypothetically, you could, let's say you hear them in the kitchen, turn on lights to just the kitchen while keeping the rest of the house dark.
Right.
So you can illuminate just there. Again, all the advantages of light with none of the disadvantages.
Hey, anything like that, man, what you're talking about, you screw it into a light socket or whatever, and you do it from your phone?
No, that's what I love the most about it. It's not with the phone. Don't have a webcam to show you, but it's about half the size of a smartphone. It is a physical remote control, like you would have for a television.
But it's
infrared, not Wi-Fi. What's up?
I said it's not from your phone. It's an individual thing, but it's controlled as like you could from your phone kind of thing.
No, that's the even better part. It's not Wi-Fi. It's infrared. So it works on the exact same thing that your TV remote works on. So it's infrared light rather than Wi-Fi or something unreliable that needs connectivity. In this case, it's an unusually powerful signal, so it'll bounce around walls. And in my experience, it works an entire floor pretty well, unless you have a shielded area.
Interesting.
Yeah, you're saying it's infrared, and it's weird that it does that. And I'm not going to question it if it works.
I'm not either. Hey, if it works.
Yeah.
The funny part is what led me to this system was originally I go to my wife and I'm like, we're getting into home defense. I'm buying long guns. I want something like a $400 cloud defensive owl to mount on my gun. And she's like, $400? No. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to cheap out and get some Inforce light or something cheap or an airsoft light. She's like, find some other solution. I'm like, okay, I need something that's not on the gun because cheap things that go on guns fail from recoil. And I'm like, what if I could just...
You should have gotten a no light. Those are pretty good.
I ended up... this was years ago. I got this system years ago. And I thought, what if I could just turn on all the lights with the push of a button? So I got it, and it was $30 on Amazon. Like, seriously. So half the price of an O-Light for better reliability, illumination in every single room. And really the biggest disadvantage I can think of is it only works inside your house. Because if you go outside, you probably don't have light bulbs outside a whole lot. Like, I could wire this up to the lights that are mounted to your house and point outside, but not like if I have to go sweep the woods outside my property. No, yeah. But that's why I have a Cloud Owl defensive on my gun now.
Yeah, well, that's when you go to the other manual. I'm curious in the system. Hey, E Honda, what's up, buddy? I see you jumped in.
Howdy ho.
Oh, what's up, E Honda?
How are you guys?
We're chilling and talking a bunch of stuff.
Oh, this is live?
Well, yeah.
I thought we were just chatting.
No, we're live. We're live chatting.
Nice.
I put a link in the sidebar if you're interested. That is a link to Amazon for wireless remotes, pretty much what I use. This is just a search for outlet remote, but pretty similar idea.
I gotta hit the thing over here in the...
See, back in the 90s, we had this thing called the clapper.
E Honda, how old are you, brother? Clap on, clap off, yeah.
Coming up on 4-0 before long.
Yeah, you're a youngin'. I'm coming up on 5'3", but do you remember Bob Had a Baby, It's a Boy, the Long Distance Wars?
No.
Okay. Back in the day, everybody was, long distance, and that's right about the time before cell phones took over, where it didn't cost anything to call anybody anywhere on your cell phone. But there was this long distance war, and they said, say your name, and the guy says, Bob had a baby, it's a boy, is one word, and that was, how you communicate to your relatives, and it didn't cost you nothing. Bob had a baby, it's a boy. Yeah.
Oh, so you're talking back when they were paying for each word when they were doing like telegraphs back across country, like a relative lived back in New York, but you're in Chicago, kind of thing.
Now you trying to make me old. Oh yeah, not quite that, but anyway, what's up, man? How you doing?
Nah, I'm doing all right. I just got my ass kicked by a 11-year-old and a 13-year-old, so that's pretty fun.
What, your kids kicked your butt or what?
Yeah, we started wrestling. They cheated.
They didn't cheat. They said, we're younger than you. We're going to kick your butt.
No, they like kicked me in the balls and like fucking, yeah, they cheated, dude.
So E Honda, let's have an encore to the gay frog chat.
Did y'all check out the frog chat earlier?
I did not get a chat. I got the last 5 minutes where you were wrapping it up. That's all I got.
No, you did kick me in the balls.
I know, but I did it on accident.
Just saying.
Accident.
Accident.
Dad, you hit me against the wall, and you made me hit my head and my spine. I was going for the...
All right. You guys go lay down.
You made me hit my head and my spine. Come on.
If it was me, I would say, you're both grounded. Go to bed.
Yeah, you're both grounded. Go to bed. All right, next one to talk loses. Oh, you lost. Now go to bed. No, I'm serious. I'm serious right now. Go to bed.
He is super serial.
No more joking. Go to bed.
How old are your kids, brother?
13 and 11.
Yeah. My youngest is 30, so yeah. Been there, done it, man. Been there, done it.
Well, they were supposed to go to bed an hour ago because we got school not tomorrow, but like this week. You know?
Yeah, man. It's starting soon, man.
So we got to start being on an AM schedule instead of staying up playing video games till now.
You know,
Summer's almost over.
can't
Yep.
stay up all night playing video games like their old man.
Yeah. So yeah,
So,
what you?
we're live on YouTube via GunTube.
Yeah. I was going to say the same thing, brother. We
So,
are
you
through
know that
GunTube.
Indiegogo campaign I've been running to try and get GunTube funding?
Yeah.
This is the reason why. Because it works.
It's working good.
We've been live for an hour and 44 minutes.
Yep.
Roy Munson asks, what if the power is out? I mentioned that previously, which is so the remote system doesn't work. That's why I have weapon-mounted lights and handheld lights nearby, just as backup. For which, if the power's out, okay, back to square one where everyone else is without the remote system.
Well,
But most likely, you still have power, so the remote system works.
Well, you
I'll
see,
let it
in my situation, my neighbors are further out because I'm surrounded by trees. So you have to go a little further out on the other side of the trees for them to see my house. So in case of a situation where my power goes out, I'm turning my generator on, hooking it up to my power box, and I'm back in business.
yeah, my generator took a poop. I could get my kid to fix it. he's more gooder. Let's say more gooder with those things.
Armament Naxes, I hate to say this, but we need to have an intervention. You have a feces problem.
A feces problem? What are you talking about, my cat?
Well, no, not particularly in that order, but my generator took a poop. My cat is a turd. You may have a feces problem.
No, my cat's name is Poop, and my generator took a shit. Okay.
You named your cat Poop?
Yeah, it's a long story.
It's a great story. I think we want to hear it again.
No, I took him in.
No, we're done.
No,
we're done.
We're
Let
done
me
with cats.
finish.
You're right. We're done with cats, I think.
Let me finish. I took him in. My son asked, are you going to ever name that cat? And I said, yeah, he's a poop turd. Because he's a freaking poop turd. And that's where it went. His name's Poop. Then end of story. The cat, he's a poop turd.
You know, in my entire life, of all of the pets that have been in my care or in vicinity to me, I have never once got to name an animal. They're always named for me. I always had like older sisters, older brother, friends, kids. Everybody's got a fucking priority, and I was always last, or at least not now. I'll get to name the next one. There was never a next one. I'm bitter.
I've named many of pets. That's different. Okay.
Well, if I ever get another cat, I'm getting another Russian blue, and I am naming him Maximus.
Maximus.
Oh, I thought you were going to name him E Honda, and I was going to feel a certain kind of way towards you. But
No, I don't think I can name
enough.
my. I'd have to get a Japanese cat, or I'd have to get like that Doge dog. For
You're gonna name
Shiba
it
Inu.
Honda. It's got to be Japanese, right?
A
Yeah,
Shiba
these
Inu.
Those furless cats are weird, man. Don't get one of those. Do not.
Hey,
No,
I
no.
can't say anything. That I got a guitar that's a Yamaha acoustic that's awesome.
Yeah, Yamaha, Moog, and a Casio.
Yeah, I actually own a couple Yamaha keyboards and guitars and motorcycles, and they were all awesome. But yeah, name your cat Yamaha. I bet you Honda would get whatever.
Yeah.
You can name it Suzuki. I'd be okay with that.
I own one of them. Matter of fact, I hold the record in my book on a Suzuki.
Yamaha E Honda Suzuki the third.
No, I
Forgot
don't.
Kawasaki.
Kawasaki. There you go.
Cowwood.
Did you know that Kawasaki started off building engines for wartime ships during World War II or before World War II for Japan?
That makes sense. I mean, Mercedes-Benz did the same thing for Nazi Germany.
Yamaha started off building musical instruments.
Yeah.
And Mitsubishi.
Yeah, they're still known for that.
Still made everything in Japan then that they do now.
And Suzuki produced looms. So they made the machinery, the parts, like the machines themselves that factories would buy. So they like sold looms to factories so that they could produce textiles. And then like during the war, they switched to producing like small parts and like mechanical bits, fiddly bits. And then after the war ended, there was nothing for them to do. So they started making scooters. And so that's how they got into scooters.
No.
But they started off making looms.
Y'all ever heard of a company?
Mitsubishi made everything, not like they do now. Then
Mitsubishi
before
does not make
World War II,
motorcycles.
they don't make motorcycles anymore. No, they used to. They did at one point. But here's the thing: the best airplane that the Japanese used during World War II, the Zero, was a Mitsubishi.
Mitsubishi, very good.
Because before World War II, they had these things called what was it, Zaibatsus? And, yeah.
The what?
They basically, the best way to explain it, it's like, how, some families, like, in some, this isn't particularly specific to Japan, but some families are large enough that they're called a clan.
The Wu-Tang Clan?
No, more like in the Scottish sense or the Japanese sense. You have a large enough family where it's called a clan.
Yes.
Okay. And Aizabatsu was technically just a clan that owned a large company, and the head of the clan would always be in charge of the Zaibatsu, and their companies would always be, they would also be in charge of the companies.
Okay, can I do something real quick?
Sure. Go. Wait.
I was just
The
gonna,
RZA, the Jizza, Old Dirty Bastard, Inspect the Deck, Raekwon the Chef, Yugon, Ghostface Killer, Night Strike, and the Method Man. Sorry.
E-Honda. 720.
Hey, we're all talking about these Jap companies. Look at the Korean company named Daewoo. They made everything: guns, guitars, computers.
And then they went bankrupt.
Yeah, they did. It happened. They made everything.
They made everything. But this is South Korean, not North Korean.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, North Korea doesn't make very much.
But
They're better than everyone else at making starving people.
But you know what? You know what else?
Yep.
What other Korean company makes everything these days?
Samsung.
Samsung.
Yeah.
My phone is a Samsung. It's awesome. I love it.
There's also one other brand, one other company in South Korea that makes everything these days. LG.
Yeah, that's Korean.
It's South Korean. LG actually stands for Lucky Gold. Did you know that?
I always thought it
was
good.
Nope.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They go with.
That's their slogan they go with now. But originally, LG stood for Lucky Gold.
I can tell you this: the last phone I had was an LG, and it was not the best.
No, they're not great phones.
But it was okay. Then I got the Samsung, and I'm like, oh my god, this thing is like 100 times better.
Yeah, those Galaxies are nice.
Yeah, it's a Samsung Galaxy J8. I don't know.
If you ever look up LG on Wikipedia, if you scroll down to when they're the beginning, it'll say that it was originally called Lucky Gold. That's what LG stood for originally. So,
Actually, there's a little twist to that. The original name was Lakhui, which is a Korean word, and it's been transcribed and, for marketing purposes, turned into Lucky.
Wow, Link's getting all technical on us. He's
well, Link speaks
looking up the translations and okay, I don't.
So the company Gold Star merged with Lakhui to form Lakhui Gold Star, which became Lucky Gold Star, and then LG Electronics.
Yep.
Fascinating.
If you want to get all technical, but again, I just go with the short version because it sounds better. But thank you, Link.
Thank you.
I just thought it was interesting. LG. Why would they name their company after an American acronym, And I thought, what if it's actually a Korean acronym? And turns out the L part of it is a Korean word that is substantially similar to the English word lucky.
Because they have several different words for everything these days.
It's funny when you research things, what you find, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just think a little deeper, research a little deeper. It's just like with everything going on the 2A thing. It's like, you might want to dig a little deeper and find that, what you think is going to help isn't going to do anything. It's going to make it worse. But
yep. Everything Armament Axis does is going to make it worse. Just is.
Oh, really? Really? Alrighty then.
So. I'm kidding.
Did we go off the rails here? Or are we
think
still on the rails?
But we still have about 15 people watching, so I'm surprised at that. And we've been
cool.
streaming 1 hour and 55 minutes.
Dude, I'm still here, going good.
I'm hoping
fun,
we
bro.
get another 5 or 10 minutes out of this, and then I can say we streamed using GunTube for 2 hours.
Yeah, we did it, and it worked.
Watch it shuts down at 1 hour and 59 minutes, and then
that'd be hilarious.
And then you could like justify like give me donations like.
Well, I'm not going to do that. But
I know. I'm just joking. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't mind them because this stuff isn't free.
No.
I'd like to be able to make this available for free, but I need some help initially in order to get it getting off the ground.
Well, the thing is you kind of are offering it for free, but you're asking for donations to make it.
So make it a thing.
You can offer it for free, yes. And like I said, I think I've like Indiegogo'd you like 2 or 3 times, and I'm going to continue to do that. And it's almost like Patreon, to do that. But I don't know. I think I give you, $15-20 in the last day or something, and it's like, no, and after tonight, I want to give you more. This is working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's nice. How many people can you have on here? I forgot.
15.
16. 16.
Dude, that's borderline ridiculous.
Yeah.
15. But again, I could go and set it to higher or lower if I need to.
That's a question. If you can control everything, could you make it so that the host, not just you, but like if Never Enough Ammo uses this, could you make it so that the host can change the number freely?
I can't do that. That is not within the scope.
Okay.
Well, I would think 15 people in a chat would just be a shit show.
It would be
10 people is. Come on.
10 people is, but if you want to self police your chats, that's your own prerogative.
So look what I got today.
Oh, turn the camera on.
I don't have the camera on because of
turn the camera on. What'd you get today?
Oh, I got it covered.
Are you talking Gorn? Oh, you got a Lee single stage. Dude, you're a reloader, or is this your first attempt at it?
So I have made the pledge to spend a little bit of money at a time until I have all of the components to load at least 38 special to begin with. And then,
so you have never loaded a round in your life? You've never reloaded? Okay. You know something? Get with me. I'll help you. Been doing it for 30-some years. Seriously. You want help? Get a hold of me. We're going to say, my brother, channel partner, Derek, he didn't reload until about 3 years ago. When I got him into shooting, started this channel, and he saw I was reloading, he jumped into it like hot on the heavy. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do this. There's so much to learn when it comes to reloading. Reloading pistol ammo, not that critical. Rifle ammo, you better know what you're doing.
That's why I'm starting with 38. I'm actually going with credit where credit is due. Dead Horse has turned me on to this whole thing and peer pressured me, I dare say, into capitulating, but
yeah,
not with much chagrin.
Yeah, peer pressure. All I'm gonna say is, start out, watch, read all the info, follow the info. You'll be all right.
And
Yeah.
me, Honda, I
Yeah.
have everything on the lowest setting just for GunTube because it seems to like streaming on the lowest setting and not HD quality. So that's what I've got it set at. I did turn it back up and so people could see your reloading press.
Oh, shall I show it again?
Yeah,
No, we're good. We're good.
No,
No.
show it again. I want to see it again. That's a
I don't
lead.
want to.
Did I break your screen with my beautiful face?
I think we might have a problem. Yes.
Was that a bloke's 2 cents best impression? You know, I heard this British accent. And
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, the bloke's 2 cents is an awesome guy.
He's got talent.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Anyway, dude, no, just play with it. Get it set up, get it mounted, learn how to reload. And I'll tell you this, it's a can of worms if you want to reload precision. But when it comes to reloading reliable ammo for your rifle or your pistol, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
You're-
There's a question out there for your armament. Any steel alloys or new alloys that catch your guys' eyes
Steel alloys, what, where, who said?
for bullets?
No, I did. What do you mean? I don't reload any. Most of the bullets I reload are plated. When it comes to rifle, yeah, I'm usually full metal jacket. I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about.
Okay, well there's your answer, Jimpy.
Yeah, I'd have to look back at the comment and see what they actually said. 7.62 AK, bro. I don't know what. No, who was asking Jumper? Jumpy, I'll go back.
Who's asking? Are any steel alloys or new alloys that catch your guys' eyes? I think he means in pertaining to reloading ammo, as far as bullets. And quite honestly, I haven't seen any.
No, honestly, all the bullets that we reload are either plated or pistol bullets. And honestly, you're going to get the equal amount of performance out of plated pistol bullets as you are out of full metal that you're going to pay twice as much. But alloys within reloading, I don't know shit. I cast my own bullets, and the newest thing, I guess, is powder coating, which I haven't got into yet, and I want to get into that. And
that seems like a cost-saving measure.
I just
traditionally you'd have to do like some sort of a metal wash, right?
no when
wash on the outside to give it a little layer of zinc that can expand onto the.
Well, yeah, it depends on your method, but the thing is, traditionally, when you cast a bullet, you have to lube it and size it, and the lube is usually a waxy kind of blah, blah, blah. But all these guys are using this powder coating that you don't have to do that, and it's almost as hard as the copper, and finding out that it actually cleans your bore. But it's a different process. It's something I have to learn. I haven't done it yet. Can I cast bullets? Oh, I can cast a lot of bullets. You see what I mean? It's a can of worms. Reloading and doing this, I've said it since when I started it at 21 years old, about a year later, and my uncle, God rest his soul, taught me how to do this. It's a can of worms. Oh, I have this choice of this powder and this powder and this powder. And like I said, when you want to shoot handgun, you can load this and shoot it 20, or say 7 yards, 21 feet, or say 30 yards. Well, it doesn't. But when you want to precision put a bullet on a target the size of an inch at 200 yards, you just open a can of worms. And doing that with precision rifle, it's just, there's a lot that goes into it. The tailoring of the round and the trimming and yeah. Anyway,
Well, that's why I'm starting with 38 special, because I'm shooting it out of a 357. So even if I like way overload it, it's still going to be within tolerance for a 357. I would think. I mean, maybe there's some powder or something. You could call me wrong or whatever, but in general, it's safer to load 38 because you have that I guess forgiveness.
Yeah, well, I can tell you this, that most 38 loads and 357 loads, most 357 loads are almost, I shouldn't say almost, they're close to double what the 38 special was. The nice thing is if you shoot 38 special brass out of your 357, you do not have to worry about trimming it, because there is a big difference between 357 and 38 special brass lengthwise. You see what I mean? And that's one thing that, people say, what are you talking about trimming? Well, shoot rifle rounds and size them, and then take a, caliper and measure them that they're too freaking long. You got to trim them, then you got to deburr them, and like I said, man, getting into reloading, you're going to find this out. But you're getting into it going, I'm just going to load 38 special and shoot them through a 357. You're going to get away with a lot.
Well, it'll give me some forgiveness, like I'm probably not going to blow a gun up doing that.
No, you're not. No, you're not. If you stick to the 38 specs, even if your brass is long, it ain't going to matter. You're shooting it out of a 357 chamber, which is X amount long. You see what I mean? You'll be fine. Yeah. But you're gonna get your chops on that. And I just think it's cool. You showed that press, and I'm like, another guy that's learning how to reload. That's freaking awesome.
I have a question about, you talked about polymer coating before.
No,
I had heard previously in the 80s...
Powder coating.
Yeah, powder coating, powder. I had heard previously that in the 80s, when testing with flechette ammo, that they were having problems with soldiers with breathing problems due to aerosolized polymers from the, what would you call it, a sabot or whatever for the flechette ammo, and they didn't like that. My question is, what is the effect of polymer when you aerosolize it by shooting it?
Well, wait a minute. You're talking about a sabot, and if you're talking about a tank round, that's a tank round that was in a sabot.
No. Flechette ammo, when they were trying this flechette idea for rifles in the 80s and 70s.
You're talking the G3 program?
You said flechette. The only thing that I've known that they used flechette rounds was in shotgun or claymore mines.
Well, the reason is
they tried flechettes for a while with rifles. It was an experimental stage, and it never panned out because it just sucked. But
right, that was the G3. That was the G3 Pro. Yeah. That was one of the things that they developed for that rifle, was a flechette round that would shoot. I forget if it was 2 or 3 at one time, but yeah.
Yeah.
Flechettes, little itty bitty arrows. That's what they look like.
Pretty much, yeah.
But the thing is, with the sabot, you technically need a smooth bore for a sabot.
That's required a proprietary barrel, yes.
Yeah, that's why in tanks, and I'm talking modern tanks like the Abrams, in tanks you have a smooth bore barrel. So that's why technically, if you could find an old '80s Abrams for sale and buy it, civilian,
it's technically a shotgun.
Not a rifle. It's technically a cannon because it's smooth.
Yeah, it'd be a destructive device. It'd be a $5 tax stamp.
Well, actually, no. You know what it is? The ammo is listed as the destructive device, not the cannon.
Things over 50 cal
that's
can be
what I found out.
deemed a destructive device. Question: I thought destructive device was $200 and it was AOW that was $5. Is destructive device $5 like AOW?
Machine guns, silencers, and destructive devices are $200. AOWs are $5.
Well, it shows what I know.
Well, I can tell you this: my brother spent 4 years in the army, in the armored division, and when the first, they changed from rifled to smoothbore, but he told me that even when they were rifled, they're still shooting the sable rounds, and they came out spinning. And they didn't really need it. They found out that you could smoothbore because when they came out, and once the sable flew off, the fins on the dart stabilized it and it spun. And those darts had depleted uranium on the tip, and they went through everything. And people say, "Oh, you're just going to poke a little hole in something." But what people didn't understand is, we're just going to poke this hole in that, and then we're going to suck everything out the other side because the concussion and how fast it was going. And yeah, he told me that there was some accidental thing happened, and he told me that, man, the inside of that and the way it looked, and that was dead Americans. And yeah, so there's a lot of ballistic things out there and things people don't quite understand that, yeah.
So again, why don't we talk about AKs?
I don't know. I'm looking. There's an AK up there in the right-hand corner.
Yeah,
That's got
mine.
That's got that East German plastic on it.
Yes, it's East German Bakelite, not plastic.
Yeah.
Bakelite.
Well, whatever.
Plastic.
I had the funny thing is I had that same furniture. I put it on my Mac 90 just to make it look that way, and then I swapped it for something else and sold it. And I don't know, but I always liked that. So
hey, Link, you see
What's
that? You see that magazine on that AK, Link?
Yep.
That's the magazine Travis P11 did 2 videos on trying to Dremel it down to fit in his AK.
Why?
That's that infamous magazine.
Why would you? AK owners, man.
Why would I
AK
do that?
owners.
I own a Mac 90.
See,
I had never had any issue like that. What the hell?
AR owners, I'm going to buy P-Mag because I don't want to mess around with unreliable magazines. AK owners, let me take a Dremel to this here magazine.
And here's the thing: he was trying to get it working in his AK, and I'm like, "Listen, I will give you my Tapco AK mags. You give me those Croatian ones that don't work in your AK, okay?" He's like, "Okay." I get those magazines. I just pull one out of the box. I don't look at the one. It ends up being the one he's been dremeling on for days trying to get it to work in his AK. And I just slap it into my AK, and it just fucking works. And I go, hey, Travis, yeah? Here's your magazine. Here's my AK. Check this out. Click.
So his AK is the problem.
His AK was the problem. Oh, man, you could have... You know Travis doesn't normally curse, but in that chat, Travis was cursing because he's like, damn it! God damn it!
That's funny.
What kind of AK does he have?
He had one of those AMD 63s.
Oh yeah.
That Classic Firearms were selling for a while, and I think it was like a James River Armory, or it might have been one of the other companies. But it's just hilarious. I'm like, okay, Travis, I haven't tried the other one yet, so let me try the other magazine. And that one clicks right into place, and it hasn't been dremeled on. And I'm like, Travis, it also works. Oh my God! You can hear it through the headphones. He was still cursing. It It was priceless. It was priceless.
This was a private thing because I just,
Yeah, it was off air. This was off air because this is before we started.
Travis is,
This is before we started a hit or miss chat. But oh my god,
he follows the PG. But when
hilarious.
you get offline, and that's just fun. You know something, dude? The only AK I got's a Mac 90, and that thing
It ended up. I think what it ended up being is Travis got a different AK after that because it ended up being that magwell, but it wasn't up to spec. But it was hilarious.
All I know is my Mac 90 has worked, and still working, and I've never had put any mag in it. And yeah, that was the Clinton ban. Oh, and when I worked at the gun store, I got that Mac 90 for $175 my cost. Them freaking Mac 90s are going for like $800-900 now, and I'm like, oh, glad I got mine when I did really cheap. All these other AKs come out, and I'm like, I don't own them. I never tried them, but you hear all this good and bad, and it's like, so what's Travis's big problem? The mag ain't feeding. He's just got a crappy gun, or what?
As I was saying, I think it ended up being the fact that his magwell wasn't up to spec. And
it just wasn't. It wasn't milled out correctly or whatever.
No, I don't think it was. And I think he sold it, or I guess had Stan sell it for him, and he got a different AK.
Yeah, I've got an NPAP, and I love that thing, man.
Yeah, I saw that NPAP.
It's a little tank, man.
No, I won't want to. Granted, I'll probably never be able to find one, but they did import a select few of those semi-auto versions of the Swedish AK they made.
Oh, what was that called? I forgot.
Pew Pew Pie?
No.
I'm sorry, you said Swedish AK, and I had...
I know. I know. It was...
That was good.
That was good.
No, it wasn't good. That was awful. Worst pun I've ever done.
I mean,
I forget the name of it. But it was the Swedish AK.
I should be ashamed and kill myself for that pun.
The AK-5?
No, before that.
Military assault rifles, 1945 to 1990. The AK-4.
Not Swedish. I think it was Norwegian. The Valmet. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to forget. I was trying to remember, not forget. The name of the rifle. It's the Valmet rifle. The RK-62, I think it was. Yeah, Finnish. Okay, Finnish. It was one of those Scandinavian countries, but I get them mixed up all the time.
So what do you guys?
They're right next to each other.
What do you guys think is the best AK that you buy today? New.
AR.
Funny.
I'm off.
Irregardless of money.
I'm going to go with Galil because it solves the caliber problem.
Yeah, yes, guys. I mean the Finnish Valmet. Yes. The
No,
Valmet.
you're gonna say AK you can buy.
Best AK you can buy, if you can buy off the shelf here in the United States, I'm probably gonna say probably a Wasser.
Really?
Yeah, honestly, he's not.
Like, if price is no issue, I'm assuming not most cost effective. I mean, best.
You can go Krebs and all that, but best budget, buy a Mac 90.
No, Mac 90s aren't worth the price. No, I'm saying
they were when I bought them. That was $175, but
yeah,
whatever.
now they're like $900. No, the best for price right now.
Hey, guess what? My buddy's got one for sale for $800, and
that's still too much. I'm not paying $800 for an AK. Are you fucking mind?
well, I shot woodchucks out to 900 yards with my Mac 90, but whatever.
I don't care how much woodchucks. If a Chuck, we're at your range. I don't care.
No, it
I
wasn't.
don't know about you. I
range,
shot
it was
parakeets out
in
to
the field.
1,000 yards with my PX4.
I'm telling you, I hit a woodchuck-sized target in 900 yards, and yeah, it shoots that good. Whatever. Buy what you want.
Yeah, but no. As far as a reliable, cost-effective AK that is quality, Washer 10s these days.
Now, question: what do you think is the best AK? That if you were a millionaire and wanted an AK to defend your house with, what would you get?
That was kind of my question. Not like best of all time, because then you could say like, oh, I want like one of those
I would have to
legends
say,
or whatever, you know.
I would have to say probably if you wanted a good quality, reliable AK, I would have to say the Arsenals.
Yeah, the SGLs.
Yeah, the SGL.
I would still go Galil. I don't want to deal with 7.6239 penetrative a house.
God, what is with you and saying weird words? Weird.
Galil.
Galil?
Galil.
Okay, what is the Hebrew way to pronounce it?
I don't know. I'm not
Galileo?
Jewish.
I know the American way. It's Galil.
Galileo.
I need to go.
Typhon, I am still not taking my shirt off, turning the camera hat on. I'm just letting you know right now. That's not what this chat is about.
It's Typhon out there. I'm gonna have to go to the YouTube, just harass him.
I mean, but no, the Galil, it's nice, but I don't know. Link, the Galil's a nice platform, but if I wanted a Galil style rifle, I would rather have his Vector R4.
Well, Galil is pretty much just an AK, but 6, right?
Well,
Takes AR mags.
They also made it in 7.62 by 39 and 7.62 by 51.
It's true.
I knew by 51 because that's the...
It's NATO.
Yeah.
Well, the thing with wheels is they're heavy as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Like they might be good or whatever, but like they weigh like an extra 2 pounds.
Okay, what do you think is the best 5.56 AK? 5.56 223.
Don't take this the wrong link, but any AK in 5.56 is not an AK.
Agreed. An abomination. You should have just gotten an AR. An AK to feel cool like they have an AK, but they're also smart enough to go, okay, yeah, but 5.56 is get stateside and you get it in every Walmart.
That's more like a 60 by 39.
Yeah, I was gonna say 7.69 is fine and usually cheaper than 5.56.
Oh god, Typhon wants an invite now. Jeez.
Again, I mean 5.56 and 223 collectively.
I was just gonna say he's calling me out. He's like, "Can I get an invite?" Give him an invite. If not,
I don't know if he knows how to use GunTube. That's just it.
He's pretty.
Hey, I'd never been on Gore. You sent me a link and I did it.
I was just gonna say.
I know. It's just I'm not sure if I want to give Typhon a link.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Typhon's more tech savvy than me, and I made it here. Oh yeah.
Can somebody in the side chat over here tell me what it is so I can send it to him?
Oh crap! You don't have Typhon's email?
No, I've got his phone number, but I don't have his email.
What the? No.
Figure that one out.
Wait a minute. I'll send him. I'm gonna send him a text. What's a damn email, dude?
I don't have his email. Send him a link, but I've got his phone number. It's just like.
Stephanie said Galil is a Galil, not an AK. Would you agree that it's AK?
Jumpy says a proper AR should explode when it gets wet. So.
Oh, so like how a proper Glock should sweat as well. That makes sense.
Or when it melts on someone's dash in the Arizona summer.
A Beretta.
Should have gotten a Beretta.
It's funny, I'm talking shit about AR-15s, but I have like 4 of them and 1 AK.
I mean, it's funny. I'd give Typhon a link, but I don't have his email address.
Yeah, like I said, man, you're making me work. Look it up.
Who is this type of?
It's the Typhon show.
He's a bigger YouTube guy.
Okay.
Typhon's putting on the Creator Summit. He did it last year. Yeah. We were a big part of it.
I still can't go.
I wish
you get him on here, dude. I mean, screw it. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, curse.
All right, well, fuck it.
Yeah. Remember, we're not telling you to not curse. That's not what it's about. We're testing GunTube right now, technically, so whatever.
Tyven's a dude, man. He I can say this, man. He's a little squirrely.
Oh, here's a question.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you. It's Tyven. I've hung out with him, and
We're testing GunTube. Should we just link into the sidebar and let everybody hop in?
I'm
No,
telling
because
you.
then I get some people in here that I've already moderated out there, and no.
I'm just gonna say that Tyven is no squirrely than me. I might be more than Tyven, and I love my brother Tyven. He's doing his own thing. I just the Creator Summit that's going to happen. This is round 2, and I hope people can make it. That's all I'm saying.
All right, I found his email. I had to go to his YouTube page.
Good job. Yeah, send it to him, man. Let's get him in here, man. I'm eating
That's funny. He does GTA 5 videos, man. Do you ever watch?
Oh, yeah.
Do you ever watch? What is the name? And
no, I don't. He's a gamer, though. I know that. I'm eating chili cheese.
Yeah, so you got a link, but check it out.
Come jump in, brother.
You are a bigger channel. You only got 1,000 subscribers. You got 7,000.
We're like 6. It jumps up and down.
oh yeah, Bay Area Bugs. That's the guy that I'm thinking of. He does. They do GTA 5 like live action role play videos where they have an entire community that gets on and plays. Like one guy will be. I actually think they're pretty cool, man. Like they're fun to watch. It's funny to see the guy like play like a criminal and like, steal stuff and run around and do missions and stuff. I don't know.
Tyven's here without his hat.
He's
here.
He doesn't have his cowboy hat and his shirt isn't off.
Yeah, I see my brother Tyven. He's like
Tyven, welcome to GunTube.
What's up, buddy?
I think he's playing with it still. I don't think he can hear us.
He's working. Yeah, looking at his phone, seeing if I sent him a text.
Retro.
Ray. Yeah.
Because that shit banned for well into the thousands.
Oh yeah.
Even all the stuff from like this. All So anyway, for anyone wondering what we're using to live stream to the channel right now, we're using GunTube, and this is the Indiegogo campaign that we're running to funded so I can get some better servers to run this stuff, because I know it doesn't, and we are getting stuttering here and there, and I understand that, but we're trying to get this running.
All right, now can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you now.
I'm not sure we want to,
there you
but we
go.
can.
Oh man, I see how it is. Where's the glove at?
Nice shirt.
Where's the cowboy hat? Where's the shirt off?
No, nice shirt. Safety Harbor shirt. Nice shirt.
Yeah.
That's a hell you got above your head there.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. You can cowboy.
Now I got there's one right there.
One.
There's one up there, and then there's one over in there, and there's one right there.
Yes.
That complete system. I've had that whole rack system since like the.
So since you're on your phone, you know that we're using Jitsi Meet, and That's the open source project that makes the software that GunTube runs. And we are free to brand it and mess with it all we want because it's part of the open source thing. But
right. I downloaded the app.
Right now, we are live streaming to YouTube. We've been live streaming for 2 hours and 29 minutes right now.
Yay!
And we haven't been using any companies that told us we can't live stream to YouTube.
Hey, Tyven, I've been here babbling. You know me, brother. So I've been here babbling for 2 hours. Great for you to jump in.
Someone stop him, please. Someone stop him.
Tyven, stop me. Please stop me.
I was just breezing through and I seen you guys was live, and I thought, hey, I'll check in, listen, and then you guys talking about some stuff, and I was like, can I get an invite, please? It's an honor, guys. Thank you.
Fine. We're just messing with GunTube. Just running on server hardware from 2007. And I'll give you the short version. You don't want to, you want to your computer every 4 years. Otherwise, it's obsolete.
Why?